76. Middle class believes they're missing something. World class knows it's beliefs that make the difference. It is human nature to think you're missing something when you've tried repeatedly to accomplish a goal and it's always eluded you. Most people never try to get rich because they don't believe they are capable of making it happen. Some people try for a while, and then resolve to settle for a life of mediocrity. Millionaires know their behaviors are driven by their beliefs, and ultimately it's their behaviors that make them rich. Beliefs are the cause, behaviors the effect, and wealth the predictable result. Imagine believing making money is simple, that money is infinite in supply, and that all you have to do to earn more money is to think at a higher level. Those are three common beliefs of the rich. They see making money as a game, and they love looking for new ideas that solve problems and serve people in exchange for greater compensation. They approach each day with passion and excitement, knowing their opportunities are unlimited and they'll be wealthier tomorrow than they are today. This mentality sets off a firestorm of events that lead them to bigger and better opportunities. This millionaire mindset attracts other rich people, which creates more opportunities to make money. Love, abundance and gratitude attract the rich. These people are walking through their day thinking they have the world on a string and can create their own future, which leads them to behaviors that support these beliefs and motivates them to take actions that generate results. Since they have an abundance mentality, they never seem needy. Abundance attracts abundance. Scarcity attracts scarcity. Love attracts love. If you have little money and you're afraid of losing it, you probably will. If you have no money but you're operating from an abundance mentality, you're on your way to being rich. All of us have everything we need to be as rich as we desire, but most of us don't know it. Millionaires do. That's why they're rich. Are you starting to see how close you are to a life of abundance? Are you starting to see that getting rich isn't rocket science? Important tips. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it. By Prince Gautama Siddhartha. Rich Resource. The Making of a $1 Million Mind by Steve Siebold. 6 CD album. www.milliondollarminds.com. Critical thinking question. Do you think you're missing something in your quest to get rich? Action step. Start telling yourself every day that you have everything you need to be as rich as you want. 77. Middle class believes they lack desire. World class knows we all have everything we need to be rich. One of the many misconceptions of the middle class is they believe the rich have more desire to be wealthy than they do. My studies show this is rarely true. Think about it, why wouldn't anyone want to be rich? It's fun, it offers you a sense of security, and it gives you choices. If this is true, why do the masses refuse to go for it and why do they deny that they are interested in the subject? I mean, really, if you believed you could choose to be rich or poor, why would you choose poor? The only logical explanation is most people don't believe it's possible. They have desire, but lack belief in themselves. They see others thriving and understand on an intellectual level that it is possible, but not for them. Millionaires learn this lesson early. It's one of the reasons for the popular adage the first million is the hardest to make. I heard this for the first time in an economics class in college, and the professor explained it was because it takes money to make money, and once you have the first million you can leverage it to make more. While technically true, it's not the real reason the second million is easier. The truth is once you've made your first million your belief in your ability to do it again skyrockets. That's why the third, fourth and fifth million are even easier. Once you have solidified your belief, you become a force of nature. Desiring to be rich is easy. Building the belief that you can get rich before you've done it is the challenge. That's why I wrote this book. Hopefully by now you're beginning to see that getting rich is an inside job. It's more about your mindset and mental toughness than it is about anything else, and you already have everything you need to make it happen. Important tips. Lack of money no obstacle. Lack of an idea is an obstacle. By Ken Hokuto. Rich Resource, The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles by Bruce Lipton, PhD. Critical thinking question: do you believe you have everything it takes to be rich? Action step: interview a rich person and ask them every question you can think of. Use this book as your guide. 78 Middle class believes they must choose between a great family life and being rich. World class knows you can have it all. The most common middle class belief I have encountered as a consultant to Fortune 500 sales teams is the mistaken idea that you have to choose between world class success and a happy family life. The masses have been brainwashed to believe it's an either-or equation. This is rooted in a fear and scarcity mentality that says you must choose, because there is only so much time in a day. I hear this repeatedly from salespeople I challenge to move to the next level of success. These are well-educated, successful salespeople working for some of the largest companies in the world, and when they express this belief, it's delivered with absolute certainty. Of course they're completely wrong, they just don't know it. They are operating at a level of consciousness where fear is dominant and choices are limited. The rich know you can have anything you want if you approach the challenge with a mindset rooted in love and abundance. I am always amazed to hear the degree of detail salespeople go into describing every series of plays in a football game when they apparently don't have time to spend with their families. They can tell you what's happening on every TV show or which celebrity is dating whom, but they can't invest an extra hour or two a day devoted to becoming a millionaire. The truth is we all do what we want to do, and if spending time with family was that scarce, we would get rich so we could afford to spend all day with them. Wouldn't that make more sense? The family excuse is an effective cop-out because of its emotional and sensitive nature. No manager will challenge it for fear of a fight with the human resources or legal department. Thousands of Fortune 500 salespeople I've coached in the Mental Toughness University program really believe HR and legal are protecting them, but more often than not they are helping endure mediocrity. Not purposely, but that's often the net effect. I say grow up and get real. If you love your family, get rich and give them more of your time, plus opportunities only money can buy. Figure out a way to be more efficient with your time so you have plenty to spend with them while you're doing it. Just because you don't see a way to make it happen doesn't mean a way doesn't exist. Instead of using your family as an excuse, use them as your primary motivation for making it happen. Important tips. The fastest way to become a millionaire is by leveraging your knowledge through paid public speaking. By Bill Gov. Rich Resource. Get the inside track on the paid public speaking industry at www.freespeakingcourse.com. Critical thinking question: what excuses are holding you back from becoming a millionaire? Action step: subscribe to the Public Speakers video blog at www.publicspeakersblog.com. 79. Middle class believes having a job gives them security. World class knows there's no such thing. In objective reality, security does not exist. The feeling of security is an emotion, and if a person believes she is secure, she will experience the peace of mind that accompanies it. This is the primary reason people seek and keep jobs, especially at large corporations. They believe they are secure because of the sheer size and vast wealth of the entity. In exchange for this delusional, yet feel-good emotion, they trade their real opportunity to secure their family's financial future. Exceptions include employees such as CEOs and presidents who earn millions because of their extreme value to the company. The vast majority of employees spend more than they earn and end up needing their job so badly they'll never have the chance to break free. The reason most people have jobs is because they are unaware of how to produce the same income without working for someone or some corporation. Business acumen and skills are taught in school, but building a fortune is not. The truth is, becoming a millionaire is a skill of its own, unrelated to what you actually do or what market you serve. The rich avoid unprofitable activities, and that's one of the great lessons few of us are ever taught. If a millionaire can't generate a substantial return on investment, he'll walk away. The rich are hyper-conscious about money because they know until they are financially independent, they are not really free. Wealth opens doors and creates opportunities faster than anything else. You can be someone's employee and still get rich, it's just more difficult because you lack control. Do it your way, because that's part of living life on your terms. Whichever way you choose, focus your thoughts and efforts on building a financial fortune for you and your family. Important tips. As I started getting rich, I started thinking, what am I going to do with all this money? You have to learn to give. By Ted Turner. Rich resource. If you're an entrepreneur or salesperson, attend the Mental Toughness College at www.mentaltoughnesscollege.com. Critical thinking question. Do you believe it's possible to become a millionaire while being employed full-time? Action step. Decide today how you plan to become a millionaire. Will it be through your job, career, or part-time business? Put your strategy in writing. Remember that you can always change it as you evolve. 80. Middle class believes starting a business is risky. World class believes starting a business is the fastest road to wealth. The average person has been warned of the risks of entrepreneurship. They research failure rates and recount stories of people they know or have heard about who lost their life savings attempting to venture out on their own. Colleges and universities are peppered with business professors who warn students to be wary of the seduction of small business and the sheer sex appeal of being your own boss. The great ones know self-employment is the fastest road to wealth. They know the greatest risk is not betting on themselves. While startup business failure rates can be daunting, and the possibility of losing your life savings scary, the potential to live a life of financial abundance and endless opportunity motivates the great ones to take the risk. They know they will land on their feet no matter how often they fail. Sometimes they strike it rich with their first business, and other times they fail. The secret to their eventual success is what they learn and who they become when they fail, knowing they will recover and begin again, more intelligently. They know riches will come eventually. The masses almost guarantee themselves a life of financial mediocrity by staying in a job with a modest salary and yearly pay raises. For most, their biggest hope is the possibility of saving enough money so they can retire after 40 years. If they're still alive and healthy enough to enjoy owning the time they have left. If every successful entrepreneur made their decision to start a business or seek employment based on the advice of people who've never succeeded in business, America wouldn't be the small business powerhouse it is. Every great entrepreneur knows success in business has more to do with the performer than it does about business plans, profit and loss statements and cash flow. Persistence, focus and a passion for problem solving are three of the intangibles bank loan officers often overlook, but the great ones know all of these are critical to success. For these reasons and more, the masses will seek security and the great ones will keep starting businesses and building fortunes. Important tips. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which govern its acquisition. By George Clason. Rich resource. If your dream is to build a professional training and corporate consulting business, visit www.cyeboldsuccessnetwork.com. Critical thinking question. Do you have what it takes to start and build a business while you're working at a full-time job? Action step. Do some soul searching over the next few days and think about starting a small business you would enjoy. Visit the local bookstore and notice what subjects you naturally gravitate towards. Choose the business with your heart, and then operate the business with your head. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow next 5 differences I will share with you from book How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. So subscribe my channel Purulento Phantomath and press bell icon for to get notify as soon as my next video uploaded.